Hello everybody, and welcome into day 24 of Adventures with Matt Season 3. This is a modded Minecraft adventure. I have some biome mods, some dungeon mods, better archaeology, stuff like that. And I've been flipping back and forth between exploring and working on an island. And then last stream, I did exploring and collected some bees with the mob catcher upgrade in here. I did have some in this backpack, and between streams I went and I put them in the apiary on the island. But anyway, one of the things that I was trying to figure out at the end of the last stream was just exploration, but at the end I went back to the island for a minute to set something up. I think it was, or I did that I did that during the other stream. Then I went to the island and talked about and was trying to find a way to automate brewing and chewing. I have not found a way to properly automate this. Everything I was looking, well, more accurately, to properly automate it with the stuff I have. You're empty. Everything I was looking at, all the tutorials and stuff were saying create mod. And I had never used that before. And if I add it into this world, I'd have to hit the wrong buttons there. Oh, right. And if I were to add it to this world, I would have to, then go and explore and look for the create stuff before I could automate. And I have been thinking of maybe added in create later on in the season. I'd have to go mine in unexplored chunks. I'd have to go load new chunks and explore those, get the stuff for create, and then I could try it out. Or that might be maybe a thing between Adventures with Matt seasons. I still don't know what I'm going to do between season 3 and 4. If it hasn't been obvious, I've been doing something separate from Adventures with Matt between seasons. Between seasons 1 and 2, it was Stardew Valley. Between seasons 2 and 3, it was the Plain Stays with Matt attempt, and then I got sick, and that got short. Because it was just taking longer than it was intended. I also did this between episodes. Set this room up. Is you have to age the cheese. Whoa. Yeah, so this room got set up. There might be a lot more regular cheese production than just 3 times as much regular cheese production as Scarlet cheese. So yeah, that'll eventually get done. And then these storages are empty; they don't have anything in them. That's for the excess overflow. So yeah, once this is done, or rather that next batch gets harvested, one will be put here. These 5 will be taken off and put into there, while the other 5 from the batch, because it harvests 6, will be put on here. Also, so you notice I'm not jumping up. I am here, but only on the corners. It stops me here, but I can jump up on the corners. But not if there's something on it, which is interesting as well. I didn't do more work here, and I didn't fix those, other than setting those rooms up. I still don't know what I'm going to do in this room. Yeah, we are. This building, most of the rooms are starting to get filled up now. Or this room. Hey, Cozy, welcome back. Yeah, I was actually gonna message you the next time I saw you online on Discord, see if everything was alright. Because I just haven't seen you on Discord either. Yeah, you did miss some stuff. Oh, you weren't here for it, so I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you watched the VODs or not. I built this. I built an apiary. Got a nice little office room. And then bees. And Sophisticated Backpacks has a new upgrade called Mob Catcher, and it lets you pick up mobs. And that's how I got some of the bees in here. Some of them were bred in here. Others I used this, the Mob Catcher upgrade. And a bee takes up a lot of space. Oh, I also moved the cows and sheep over here because this is going to be the Brewing building. I outlined it and everything. So we're going to have hot brewing on one side and cold brewing on the other. And then this is going to be a tower for ventilation. So like when the fumes build up in here, you can go up the tower and open doors up top, and it'll flush the building with fresh air. And then I'm thinking I might put either the magic building here or a butchering building here. But I was also thinking maybe have the butchering building closer to the farm animals, which I am thinking I'm going to stick over here. Like, actually permanently over here, since the apiary is over here. I think the barns could go here, barns like this, and then have just like a divided pasture for all the animals. Because there's going to be the sheep, cows, chickens, and pigs. Yeah, so I still have the barns and their pastures, plus the magic hall, the smithing building, or not the magic hall, the magic building, the smithing building, the butchering building. Oh, it despawned. And I ain't sure if I'm going to have anything else on the island. Oh, and the museum. But I was thinking, so something I was thinking about the museum. Oh, also the training building. Also have a training building for, training and stuff. But something I was thinking about the museum. There's actually so many things in here. I don't know if it would fit under the training building. Like, so many things to put in there. Because you have mob heads, you have the fossils from Better Archaeology, you have 23 pottery sherds and 18 trim. Plus, there was, oh, and all the music discs. Oh, there's also going to be that a sniffer building, or pasture. Yeah, you have all the head displays. I also want to put the egg in the museum. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to display. So I don't think it would all fit in a small building. So I may build it, have a little entrance in that hill behind me, and have it hidden under there. Or it may just be like an expansive network underneath the island, like a big chamber or a series of chambers underneath the island. Because I was wanting to do either a room for each item type, so like heads get one room, shards get one room, music discs get a room, or have smaller rooms separated by where they're from. So like ocean stuff would go in from one room. So you have the ocean, the tide armor trim, the coast armor trim, the shards from underwater ruins, stuff like that, in one room. Then you have the shards from trail ruins in a room, the shards from the shards and trims from trial chambers in a room. Also, music discs that would come from the various things. I don't know if I want to do that or if I just want to do a room per item type. So I haven't decided on that yet. If I do the former where it's, or the latter, if I do it where it's by location, then it will probably be a bigger building just because of it would be more rooms. But if I did it by item type, it would probably be a smaller space just because it wouldn't be as many rooms. And so you take out the walls. You wouldn't have to deal as many walls separating stuff in. So it'd probably not be too much smaller, but still a little bit smaller. I feel like the chimney is one block too short. I'll leave it. But yeah, so I do have to figure out what I want to do for that. It may go, like I said, it may go into that hill over here. Like the entrance to it be, say, there or something. There might still be a bridge spanning over. Or it might be in the mountain. Or it might be underneath here. Because, I mean, there is a lot of space under the island. I would need to figure out a good spot to hide, or to put, yeah, to hide the entrance to it. I still need to figure out what I want to do for decorating in here, so it's not just this plain space. I did also set this up last week. So you missed me setting this up. And I also set up an auto bee farm over at spawn. And then that was on stream. And then that was, I believe, the same stream as this, actually. And then between Saturday and today, I was setting up the room I was in when you popped in. And that's just because I cannot find a way to automate Brewing and Chewing without using Create Mod. Which is kind of a shame. Like, I was reading, and I was like, oh yeah, you can use comparators and stuff, and I'm looking at, I ain't seen anything that was explaining how you would do that. So this is just something I have to do manually. You have extra. Think of more possibilities with Create. Well, the thing is, I've never played Create before. So I would have to also learn Create. And I was saying this before you came in, but I don't know what I'm doing between seasons yet. Hold on. But I don't know what I'm doing between seasons yet. And so one of the things I was thinking, because I do want to do something different other than Adventures with Matt between seasons. And between season 1 and 2, it was Stardew Valley. Between seasons 2 and 3, it was the partial plane saves with Matt. So I was trying to think of another game I could do between seasons 1 and 2, but I was also thinking maybe learn and create mod. Like, start a create mod world and do that. To learn create. I've just been hesitant because create seems rather intense. But to be fair, this this mod pack has also been rather intense comparatively to what what I normally do. I can't remember. Did I explore this one? That's a monster spawner. Okay, so I haven't explored this. Oh, you also missed me taking on the mechanical nest. Wherever that is. So I explored part of it and then just noped out. I actually died right after entering it. Back in 10. Alright. Oh, I didn't put the cheese. That's an ocean monument. Brought by Spawn. I love this seed. You know what? I changed my mind. Today was going to be an expiration day, but I've changed my mind. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to pull the front out. Actually, I'm going to make an upgrade. I've talked about it in multiple previous streams. I need. Okay, you're all. This is the wrong upgrade. After the last stream, I did add these in. Some more barrels as well, so we've got these going. Although the wood in these is still the same. It's actually just for the leaves and so I can do things like make the shrubs. Just in case I want those at some point. Then back to the island. Alright, let's turn this back on. And now with that upgrade, I can, huh? Um, do that. I can pick blocks straight from the backpack. So this is the tower for ventilation, and this is the entrance. Oh wait, no. There we go. Also, I just had a thought I should put lights down. Hmm. Should I make this one more level or two? Or leave it here? Make it 3 levels or 2 levels? Looking at images of them, some go up just a little bit more, some are roughly the same size, others are a lot taller. Move on me. Because the roof, if I do it the same as that, will come up probably actually close to here. Oh, no, no, it needs to be. Yeah. Hold on, let me blow my nose. Alright. Let's see. Stairs are here. Wait. I don't have a spot for a silky double. You're gonna go there for now. Actually, no. There we go. I need more of these. Sheep? Yeah, sheep. Stone brick stairs. And then this. There's the tower. No. Okay. The question is, do I want to have it sink in, or do I want to have it contained here? I'll have it sink in like I do on the others. And the reason for that is just so it's consistent. Oh, probably a chicken egg. There's a chicken right over there. No, no. Because I went 3 up on there, but I think I went 2 up on the apiary. So if I do 3 up like there, I could do another set of stair or wood before the flat. But if I do it like the apiary round and go up 2 like here, I shouldn't do the stairs. Then we have here. Which gets that regardless. No. Yeah, we'll do this. Doesn't match with that and that, but those are also shorter. Or much smaller. I ain't sure it looks the best. It looks good enough for my skill. I'm kind of happy with it anyway. Although thinking about it, this should probably go right up to the side rather than slope into it. I don't want to deal with figuring that out. It ain't worth it. And I could put a small balcony here. One that just wraps around up top. That the doors don't just lead off into nothing. Okay. I did this. And then door, door, door. Do I have a door? Yes, I have a bunch of doors. I'm gonna come inside and do that. Windows, windows, windows. I am going to be stripping the logs between these, so these logs are all getting stripped. So I'm doing this first. I don't know how to do that one. I'll have to figure that one out. Because it's getting stairs put in. I need more stairs. No. Wait, how did I? Nope. No. Okay, so these are supposed to be doors. So we'll do. Wait, let me make a balcony. Well, I feel like I probably should have made this one block wider on each side, so the interior space is 5 by 5 rather than 3 by 3, just because of how wide the balcony is. Oh, I already had some. The reason it has to be 2 is so that I can put these on. And if I had done it 5 here rather than 3, I could have double doors, double doors, all. Welcome back, Cozy. Hmm. I'm trying to decide if I should pull this out too, and then one to each side, make this a bigger tower. It would mean having to rebuild it, but my only issue with that is if I do that, it would mess with this. I'd have to take out these 2 windows. This pillar will get moved here. This would still be there. I think I'll leave it for now. Yeah, I'll leave it for now. I don't actually care for sports, so I have not seen it. Yeah, I think if I were to do this again, I would actually make it one taller and one wider on each side. Well, okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I am gonna do it again, just not on this world. I have decided that on my forever world, I'm gonna redo my Adventures with Map builds because it is on the same world seed. And like yesterday, I'm still working on the Ancient City project. It's just phase 4 is I can only do in small blocks because of my wrist. So it's taken a while. And I wanted to do something with the village that's right by it. Well, that village that's right by, there's a village right by the ancient city. Well, that village also happens to be the village I renovated in season 1. It's the Savannah village right by the ancient city. Or, well, almost right by. So the ancient city is here, there's a village. I never opened this up. Let's see if that village exists in this world. It's this way? Yeah. Because we know that this village is gone because it got changed to woodland. This is a cherry grove in vanilla. Right here. And over here, Savannah. Oh, the village is gone. This is where the village is in vanilla. There's a Savannah village right here. Barley fields removed. Yeah, there's a Savannah village right here in vanilla, and I did a build here with it in season 1. And because the ancient city is right here, it actually intersects into this river and this river a little bit. Well, actually, it stops right here, but the build intersects into the rivers a little. Maybe the village is here. It's here or here. It's in this area. But because it's right here, I wanted to do something with the village. And I was thinking, whoa, um, because it's right by the ancient city, I could do a little lore with it that would tie in. And I could renovate it like I did in season 1 as well. And that got me thinking about, especially with the thing over here, because I also did a couple of builds here. So in vanilla, there's a village right here. I put that waystone here because I'm probably going to do... I'm probably going to do a build here by the end of the season, because in season 1, I did a build across the river, a wizard's tower. In season 2, I renovated the village that was here. So I was thinking, you know what, I should do a build here every single season of Adventures with Matt, or at least the ones where I'm using this seed, because I might not use this seed for it in the future. Right now I am. So I was thinking of doing a build here. But something I was thinking was also redoing those builds on my offline world. So I would need to figure out, first off, what I'd be doing here that would fit with a renovated village and a wizard tower over there. So yeah, I would need to figure that out. And then redo this whole build on my Forever World as well. Naturally, it wouldn't have all the mods that this world does. It doesn't have another furniture, for example, or better archaeology. It doesn't have Quark. None of those mods are keeping up with updates. Yes, my Forever World is going to get redos of all my builds, potentially, that get done on stream worlds on this seed. And when I redo it, it won't have Brewing and Chewing. It ain't gonna get that because that doesn't keep up, nor does Farmer's Delight, which is Brewing and Chewing requires Farmer's Delight. But I'll still rebuild the Brewing Hall, and when I do, I'll probably make that 7x7 rather than 5x5. And probably one layer taller as well. And I might make this building, make this section 5x5 rather than 3x3. Give it more space. And that would actually make this being bigger work better. Then I wouldn't have to adjust and all that. I need to figure out this part. Do I have honeycomb? I do have honeycomb. I'm gonna go get more honeycomb. You know what? I should get more. Yeah, I still don't know what the deal with this is. Like, this is pretty obviously a sundial, but Wits doesn't show anything. Oh, wait, let's get some ice. Wait, does it use packed ice? Yeah, packed ice. Okay. Oh, jeez. I forgot there was one of those over here. And went right over it. Also, Twitch, what are you doing? There we go. I keep thinking I should make these, but I wasn't planning on taking on an ocean monument, which is why I didn't have any on me when I accidentally got in range of that one. Hot cocoa from Farmer's Delight will um, remove one negative effect. How was I going back to spawn? Yeah, here's one harmful effect. And it's been 4 minutes, or 5 minutes, so. After the Brewing building, what do I want to do? Well, the plan for today was actually to do more exploring, but then I decided I'm going to do the Brewing building. Oh, right, I remember why I wanted to go back to spawn. So, I was saying this before you left earlier, but... Oh, right, all that stuff needs... But, so, while you were gone, I actually found the mechanical nest. You want to grab some? Or not mechanical nest, mining complex. I didn't explore it though, but I did take on the mechanical nest. I started taking on the mechanical nest. You remember me finding that. You're the one who told me what it was called. Or I'm sure you remember me finding it. You're the one who told me what it was called. But, I never renamed this. That thing. So I started taking it on. But I didn't like navigating it. I actually died very quickly in there because some of the mobs are really, really ridiculously strong. And the rewards just weren't... Okay. The rewards just weren't worth it. It was not enjoyable. Especially not for how annoying it is to navigate and how strong some of the mobs were. It just was... Oh, wait. I still need... Here. It just wasn't fun. So I... actually closed the game and added 2 more mods into the game. So now I have 2 more mods. Dungeons and Taverns and Towns and Towers. Or Towers and Towns. One of the two. I can't remember which way it goes. This is what I wanted to do. Towns and Towers. But I do have 2 more dungeon mods. They're not as rewarding as some of the When Dungeons Arise mods, though. Or, buildings, I mean. Yeah, they're actually pretty fun. I did explore some of the stuff. Let's see. Where was it? Over here? No. Was it over here? No, this was before that. It was... Was it over here? No, because that was before. Where'd they all go? Oh, it was all... They were all up here. But, like, so... This is a bunker. This is also a bunker. This sells me maps to find more structures. Village. Village. Mac was watching me loot these. Another one of the little pubs that sells me maps. Same with this. There are some underground structures as well. I explored one of them. It was... Am I picking them up? Oh my goodness. I am picking them up. Okay. Don't know why I have 33 milk buckets in here, but okay. Yeah, the ones I've explored so far didn't feel very rewarding. I still have a lot more to explore. So we'll see how the others fare. Like, I quit one of them partway through. Well, actually, the only underground one, I quit partway through just because it was not that rewarding. Um, but like I was saying, I just need to explore more and see how they feel. But honestly, the level of difficulty compared to how rewarding they feel for all three mods is honestly making me contemplate put in L enters Cataclysm even more. It still gets really dark right here. Down to 6. I can work with that. But and after the Brewing build-in, yeah, today was supposed to be. I never finished answering your question on that because I started explaining the other stuff. Today was supposed to be exploration and try and find more structures that I haven't explored yet, or maybe do the mining complex or one of those ships that I haven't done yet. But I decided I want to just work on the Brewing build-in. After I finish the Brewing build-in, I might work on whatever goes next door. Whether that's the Butchering Hall or the Magic Hall. Magic building. I don't know why I'm calling them halls. Butchering building. I guess that is a term you could use. Like this would be the Brewing Hall. Oh wait, I already had. They don't stack, which is why I had to do it like that. Yeah, expand on the island. That might be the next thing, or I might go and explore, or I may just. Yeah, I can't even pick block them. I don't know why Vernon Chun did that, but considering it also ain't automation friendly, I ain't too surprised. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I had enough. And this is the hot side. This is the cold side. Yeah, like if I had something feeding in to fill the liquid, it also inserts it in here. But if there's something in here, it won't fill the liquid. Which I'm guessing is why create mod is used to automate this. That was something I was experiencing at spawn. And why I was looking up to see if there was a way to automate it. Now, maybe there is a way to automate it with vanilla stuff, but everything I was seeing was saying create. Hmm. This building's a bit big for that. So unless I do another row of this stuff here, like that. But I mean, 8 hot and 8 cold is already kind of a lot. Also, I'm going to show, so this says chili, this says cold. Some stuff only needs chili, some stuff only needs cold. If it needs chili, it also works with cold. I'm gonna do the extra. Okay, so we have that. We have this. Oops. Oh yeah, and about Korea, I said I might do either a new series between the seasons or add the mod. Yes. Yes. If I do add the mod to this world, it will probably be later on in the season, rather than early on. But it is possible I'll add it to this, and if I do add it to this one, I ain't gonna do a create between seasons, or I might just do a create mod focused between seasons. Okay, I need to add chairs. Oh, storage. Also, I need to make more of these. Let's just make the whole thing. Damn. Every window, every window. This could be like he brews stuff in his free time and then sells it off to other lands. So if I have enough time during this, I might connect him up to this village with a path. Might make a path or have a bridge come this way and then bridge over to here and have him connect over to there or whatever. I feel like this needs more something. Here just uses water. Temp doesn't matter, it looks like. Same with mead. Or you could use it to make jerky and fudge. Have it have it look like he's doing a bunch of alcohol, but it's just jerky and fudge. Yeah, I feel like this room needs more decoration or something. It wouldn't make sense to have decorations in here. The colors all kind of meld together to me. But I mean, this place's business where you're dealing with high heat, high cold, fermenting fumes, needing to have a fresh air tower. Hmm. Having plants in here wouldn't make sense. And carpeting wouldn't make sense either, since you'd have, liquids going around. What I do? Okay, so I ain't got any in. I just got paint. Okay. Let's go back to the house and because I think the cocoa should be done. Then oh, maybe I could add in some of these. Not this. I should probably get this a back upgrade. I gotta see this, hold on. Paperwork. I can't. The reason I couldn't put it here was because of this. I'm not sure I want these in here. Hmm. It would make sense to have. Where is it? Here. Maybe a couple of these. Oh, but they're brown. Do I have glowberries in here? I do not. I'll think on it. We're gonna put lanterns for lighting at the door. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for now. Yeah, I can't figure out what to do to liven this up a bit, but like I was saying earlier, since this is just like a brewing building or fermenting building, I think it's fine to leave it plain looking. It's for business, not for um aesthetics. This is a practical building. Maybe I should have done all those in blue instead. But I wanted to keep it red because that matches everything else. I've been using red for the drapes. Blue for furniture, red for drapes and carpeting. That keeps it consistent. Okay, so for the next building, should I have it set back a little? Hush. Also, should I even, I could always decorate the building after stream if I get a good, yeah, or I might save it until I come back. Most of the stuff I do off stream is at the Woodland Mansion, which I didn't intend on start doing the decorating and stuff on that off stream, but that ain't really a build, that's just me livening up my storage building in auto farms. It just sort of became a thing where I just work on the mansion between streams and then show what I did during streams. Just because a lot of what I'm doing at the mansion is just straight up. Well, it's also interrupted by me constantly going and trading or um, restocking and stuff. I still need to figure out what I want to do for the banners, because I ain't sure I want to do those banners that I have. I think I want to change them up a bit. So we have the Brewing building here. Because then over there, I think over here, a butcher and building here, and then maybe a tanning station behind it. So I could do the butcher and building here, and then put the tanning area here, because you want the tanning area to be very well ventilated, such as outdoors. Question is, what do I want to do for the design of the butcher and building? I don't want to imitate that or this or that, but I still want it to match them. I could do a building similar to this, but without the tower, and maybe a little bit smaller. Because this is just huge. Maybe I could do... This is 3 across, this is 5. Honestly, I don't want to do 4 by 2, but I might have to. I ain't a fan of even numbers. Especially because if I did 4x2, I wouldn't be able to do this. Not unless I plopped it into the middle. Boom. Boom. Instead. The middle of this section rather than lined up. But I think another 3x5 would just be too big. And I don't want to do 3x3. I'm going to start here. Nope. That was the right one. I could do 3x2. I just heard what sounded like a Discord ping, but I did not get one. Okay. I ain't sure this is going to be enough space. I was thinking of having a freezer room as well, or a refrigerator room, or both. But if I did that, it would be very cramped if I had it just in one spot like this. I guess I could do that. We could have like the fridge be here and then you enter to get to the freezer. It would just, like I said, be very, very cramped. Alright, see ya, Cozy. Yeah, have a good one. Because yeah, now I could have... Although, now that takes up half the building. Another option would be to pull this out one more, so still have it 3, just have it by 4 instead of 5. And that would give me the space to do, I could still have the freezer, yep, this part here, but then the part in front of it would be open, or the fridge and freezer. So you'd, rather than walking in from the side here, you walk over to the front here and then go in. You'd walk over, and then you walk in like this. Although the reason I'm thinking it'd be cramped is because the idea was to put in ice like this. Like that. So if we only had this much space, the ice would be like this. And that just wouldn't be a whole lot, and then you'd have, there just wouldn't be a whole lot of room to have, you know, the actual storages. You know what, I'll go with the original plan. I just thought of a way I could modify it. Do I have a little bit of smooth stone. Okay. I'm gonna go back to spawn and get stone smelting. I forgot to turn this off. Oh, this was nothing I set up between streams. So I grabbed this guy, the piglin, in my trip to the nether. This, what I do is I put gold in here, and then he outputs into here. This has a hopper upgrade, so it just pulls the stuff in. The reason I did it was actually get soul speed 3, which I did put onto my boots. So I do have it on my boots now. But he also gives blackstone, crying obsidian, ender pearls, soul sand, obsidian, leather I don't need, quartz, you know, some useful stuff. I should make more of these. That is getting to be a lot just sitting there. Back to the island. How much ice do I have? Because I'm gonna need ice. Packed ice 72, that might be enough. A wooden floor in a ruined building is fine, but not in a butchering building. You want something stone. Okay. Torches. You don't just want any stone, you want it to be smooth. That way, it's less prone to absorbing stuff. Stairs are here. Oh right, also the front building. I'm gonna have it off of here. And I just realized we are almost 2 hours in and I did not do a break. We're gonna do a break at the 2 hour mark. I was so good about doing the breaks, and the last couple streams I just haven't. I don't know why. I think for this one, I'm gonna do like that where it's 2 up rather than there where it's 3 up and then another layer of stairs. So I'll do 2 stone, the 1 wood, 2 stone, and then slabs. Just because this is a little bit of a smaller building. Alright, let's go back to spawn and grab those smoothstone. And I knew it wasn't all gonna be done. But I don't need all of those. Oops. A part of me wants to leave this as an open air concept. Right, I'm gonna have to section this off. No. You know what, I should be stripping this on a cutting board rather than like this. Oh well. These are all already placed. I'll try to remember that for other buildings. And the reason for cutting board instead of like this is with the cutting board you get tree bark, which is useful for stuff. Okay. Yeah, you can use it to make paper or organic compost. Oh, this is also going to need separated. Right. No, that doesn't work. Not on this one. Um, go. Okay, so now we have the actual butchering room, the fridge, and the freezer. we're going to go away from the ocean monument. I want blue ice for the freezer. Packed ice for the fridge, blue ice for the freezer. That does mean get more packed ice so I can make the blue ice. Although if I go deep enough inside... So let me... Magic shears that tear the leaves from trees with cold. Is the only thing that's special about those that they're unbreakable? Okay, put those back on. I think that's enough packed ice. I forgot to do this. I also need the doors. Okay. 2 barrels. Yeah. Then ice. This is the freezer. It ain't got much space, but it keeps stuff cold. And we got the fridge. Which also keeps stuff cold. So, and for anyone watching this who's wondering why I have it set up like this, so this is actually something that happens with in a lot of industrial and commercial or like restaurant fridges. You have the door to the fridge, and then in the fridge is the freezer, and the reason for that is so that when you open the door to the freezer, the cold doesn't just escape. And it also doesn't suck in hot air from outside. The only thing it would suck in is more cold air. If it's sucked in anything. So it's basically an extra layer of protection. Anyway, we are at the 2-hour mark. Actually, 2-hour and 1-minute mark. So I'm going to Take the break. Yeah. So stretch your legs, refill your water, do whatever. I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes. And I am back. Oh, I left the cursor on the face again. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get back to this. I'm thinking... You know what? I'm gonna put a door here. Door... Stair. So the butchering and processing happens in here, but the tannin happens out back here. So I could have... Oh, that's right in the center. Either I can have it right up against here, or I could have it, like, right here. I want to see something. There ain't sausages in Farmer's Delight, but I think I've seen Vector say he doesn't want to do sausages. Let's check this. No, you were supposed to be... This is only for 1.21 point... Or, 1.21.8. Okay, so I'll look that up. I'll see if there's something between streams. But I might add a smoker out here. The shame jerky is made with the casks. There's also a shame Minecraft's smoker doesn't smoke things, it cooks. There's a difference. I mean, smoking is a type of cooking, but that's how you make things like summer sausage or jerky or meat sticks. I almost did at beef. I might still add a couple of smokers. So I might do something like add a couple of smokers out here and then have the tannin station be back here. Um, let's add some lights. Let's get the interior set up first. Okay, so we have the fridge and the freezer set up. Lighting gets low. That should be better. Tables, tables, tables. And then you have the workstations, storage. I had regular barrels in here. Oh, I had them. Okay. We have storage there. I kind of want to have shelves, though. Put in storage like that removes. Ran out of sticks. Okay, shelves. So the only bad thing about the shelves, the higher shelves, is that it's harder to get stuff on and off the top. But I think we can work with that. And then knives. Alright, it's blanking out. Iron. Do I have iron in here? No. I mean, yes, but no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be 18 knives. Looking at the meat again. No, there ain't anything that would make sense to have on the shelves here. Okay, let's make these. This? Yeah. Oh, I did ×3, not ×4. Oops. Okay, so I need 6 more. Button board. Let's do one more cutting board. So I got the smokers here. Giant seating table, okay. That's actually probably too many. Oh well. You know what? I want to add stairs leading down. We have did I do another that? Light this area up a little bit more. And that's 9. And now we have the hides tannin. I'm gonna put a couple of cauldrons. Maybe 3. Yes, I know that's a few, not a couple. I was not thinking of an exact number when I said a couple. We can do here. If you don't know about the cauldrons, when tannin hides, one of the things you do is you soak them, and one of the things you can do is soak them. So this would be like the soaking station, then they get brought over here and laid out. Actually, you know what? Let's do another 3. Do it like this. Now they can have 6 hides soaking at once. They've got these tannin. I'm trying to think any tools. They would just be used knives for the prep work as well. For the hides. You know what? I'm gonna put more tables here. And this is where they're actually tanning them. This is where they like clean them off. So where they like remove the gristle and any extra fat or whatever. No, because they would do that here. We'll leave it. But so let's me jump up onto these, probably because the block is smaller. I don't know. Wait, no, no. Okay. So here's this station. Now, we're gonna head back to spawn for a minute. Um, oh, right, I can't get Acacia. Or Azalea. That way. Okay. So normally there's Azalea. I think it's over here, except the biome changes. Got rid of that. I believe it's like right here somewhere. We see Azalea over here, because I know there's also in vanilla over here. Okay, I ain't seen Azalea. Never mind. We can do it without. I just need to actually go back to spawn. Mansion. Here's. Okay, I can't get the rest of this. Tree harvester doesn't work if it doesn't have enough leaves. Then it doesn't register as a tree. So I have to actually chop each one, each block. We'll do one more. Right. Off. We'll put these away. And that's back on. Okay. Do some hedges. I'm just liking doing hedges around the bases of the buildings. I'm gonna start here. Oh right, I didn't like the birch. Mainly because it has the very bright white. Okay. I might add in some of the tall flowers too, like peonies or lilacs and roses. Oh, I ran out of oak. No, not a. Oh, right, I didn't run out. I had. Changed my mind about having them. The birch. I threw that out. Now go oak. There we go. All right, windows. Oops. I need a trash can. Do I want to do a pot for a trash can? Yeah, I think that works. I should probably give it a sherd that has a decorative face. I'm gonna head back to spawn. Grab this, this. Looks like I have almost all the sherds. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 19. Or, no, 19. Oh, there ain't enough room in here for all these. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove some stuff from in here. Let's pull you guys out. And this is the maximum capacity this can have. Do one with the axe. And I'll do one with the with flow. Then one with burn. Although, no, flow and What is sheaf? Okay. That's a little bit better. Hold on, I'm gonna drink water. So I wasn't expecting to get 2 buildings done today, but looks like I did. And walk the right way. Yeah, so we got the brewing hall and the butchering hall. They ain't the best, but I ain't a builder, so this is about the only level I can do. I did try doing a little bit more than I'm used to. Like, I've never built a tower like that before, and I don't normally have the front jutting out like that in the middle. I know in season 2 I had some where the front was like that, where it came off the side. This is the building behind me. House is also a little bit new to me with the deck and the porch set up like that. But I think I did do something similar for a couple of the buildings in season 2. Yeah, today was definitely a productive day in terms of getting work done on the island. I just wish there were more options for things like setting up a tannin area or setting up, like, I really wish there was a honey extractor. I couldn't find something good for that. Y'all doing okay in here? I'm gonna move some of the stuff from my backpack into the basement. We have, for example, actually, I'm gonna pull all the flowers out. That's what I was looking for, actually, with the lupine. Oop. And the clover. I ain't seeing other flower. Oh. Okay. I'll throw barley in here. Then sniffer flowers in here. 2 talls in here. Aren't there lilacs? I apparently didn't grab lilacs, okay. Oh no, I used them all, I guess. 1 tall. Oh, no, they're right here. 1 talls. And then ground. And that just opened up space. I think I will put sofas out here. Oh, that looks so weird. Yeah, that adds a little bit more to it. We're gonna put a pot. Do an ancient vase, I believe. And I think we can do this, this, this. Do a decorated pot right here. We're gonna do a flower pot. Flower pots are here. I'm gonna do a torch flower. No. Pitcher plant? I want something which pops. Let's do blue orchid. Alright, I guess that's too close to those. I sure blew it. Yeah, there, that's fine. Alright, let's see. We've got these builders. I will be eventually added in paths connecting everything. So like a path going all the way over to there, a path going all the way over here, and then splitting off one there, one there. That just ain't something I'm doing right now. And we'll say, should this be the training building or the magic building? Also, now I'm feeling like the house should have been facing the other way. So really, we could still do that. We could say this is actually the front door. You come in and you enter through the dining room, and this is the back door. We could say that. And the reason I'm saying that is it would make sense if, say, there's a bridge leading over from over there to over here, this would be the front. Especially with me. Well, to be fair, this was really going to be pretty much just all farms. So it makes sense for the front. They just go to the farms, and then over there is how you got here. Let's do more of this. Butchering Hall, or not Butchering Hall, Magic Building or Training Hall? But yeah, my change in plans for the island has affected the original plan quite a bit. But the house was kind of already too far in. I mean, I could tear it down and build a new one, I'm actually doing that on my offline world, my forever world. City I was building is getting torn apart. It ain't too far in. Well, it's more like a town. But just because I decided later on I wanted to do something with the paths, and the way the buildings lined up didn't work for that. Because the town itself is a square. And when I started working on it, the original plan had really just been to have auto farms and my storage there. Just to do a little bit something different from putting it at spawn. But yeah, so there wasn't much planning for paths and stuff. But now that's turning into an actual proper build with lore and all that, I want to have the path form just a square all the way around. I need to move buildings to do that. I started that work. Hold on a moment. Alright, sorry about that. Maybe what I could do is put the magic building here, and then put the training hall in front of it. I think I could do that. I'll have to sneeze. Alright, I don't think Quark adds in, yeah, Quark only adds in hedges for the vanilla leaves. Huh. Okay. Glass item frames are invisible when something's on them. I could use that. Oh, I could have used that. Oh! I could have used that over here. Quark does have more than this. I have most of Quark's stuff turned off. I might swap those out. I'll have to think about that. So how big do I want the magic building? I would need to do 5 by 5 for it. Because of it's gonna have an enchanting table set up. I think maybe just two 5x5 sections wide and then one, or long, and then one wide might be enough space. Let's check that out. Cobblestone and oak. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. Yep, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. I could also have the smith and building. They have like a forge here, and I could still have the train and building here. I might give this a deck. Well, that's a porch. Might give it a deck. That it's not just a rectangle. Let's get these. Excuse you. You got some good stats. Your health could be a little bit higher though. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. Not unless I made it 2 and 3 like that, but I don't want to do that. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. There's so much going on outside, and I think it's all the same person. I keep hearing a car door open and close. But I do think it's all the same person. Almost made this mistake again. There we go. Alright. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do for the floor. I'm going to have to swap out the floor once I finish this. Yeah. If I can place blocks correctly. Okay. Do it in the center, or do I do it to the side? How do I do it over here? I did it off to the side. I'll do it off to the side over here as well. Oh, I still needed stairs. I could have just looked up. And I have now remembered that I was supposed to be stripping these on a cutting board first. Oh well. No. Door, door, door. Here. Okay. Lanterns. There we go. Glass in this. Nope, wrong glass. I'm gonna try the mosaic. Honestly, a part of me just saying, or is saying just use these. Yeah, I think regular, they work so much easier. Okay. I need to go back to spawn. Wait, do I have? No, okay. I need to go back to spawn. While I'm here, let me just grab everything and see. Um, here we go. I have this. I have these. Then it was quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Nope. We're gonna go back in there. Alright, I wanted to give it a porch. Or a deck. Okay, there's... Let's put these in. Really? Oh, right. I did not go all the way around before getting rid of it. How did I do this one? Okay, so it's on the... I'm gonna... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do brick. Brick for the border. Brick for the border. Brick. Oak trapdoors. Get a little bit more. Maybe not that many. Nope. Did them the wrong way. There we go. Now we got a little porch here. A couch. Couch out front. Along with table. Well, let's do another table. That's too much. Yeah, I think that's good for here. And sure, if it rains, these would get wet, but these are outdoor couches. I could make them other colors if I wanted. Or, you know, use different flowers. Maybe even those. I kinda want to fill in this space, but whatever. Okay. Um, inside here, use these. Okay. This. Okay, there we go. So we got the potion. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Oh. No, it's not directional. Oh, that's awful. This should be directional. Okay. Um, no, I'm gonna make more. Can we stop? Thank you. Oh, right, you can't enchant it directly. Do I have a knife? I can make a knife. Okay, so it does 30. When I look at this, it says enchant power is 27. This says 30. I'm gonna head back to spawn and grab some amethyst. And also some potion ingredients. Well, I say potion. Uses pains? Pains. How many do you get? You get one? Okay. Amethyst is up here. I could probably have also hung amethyst. Oh well. Shells, shells, shells. Oh wait, it's already and then products would go here, but I ain't making anything right now. I want to ask Pepper about this with reliquary. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick, actually. If I could show what I'm asking about. How well can we see it? Okay, a little bit. It could use a little bit more livening up, but I think that'll come later in the series. Honestly, I like it being simple. It does look a bit weird. I might add in... See, if I added in two tall flowers, it would make more sense for them to be up against the building. But if I did that, the hedge being in front of those would be weird. I could do this and make it taller. Oops. Wait, no. Actually looks a little bit nicer, I think. If there ain't anyone here in chat. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, let me know if you think this looks nicer. Is we have that, or we have this. And with this, I could potentially pop in some too tall flowers here and there, add a little bit more color. Yeah, I have to think about it. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you've made it this far, let me know what you think of it being too tall rather than one tall. But we are just about 3.5 hours in, and it's lunchtime, so that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you're watching this on Twitch, there's no summary of dungeons I explored because I didn't explore any dungeons. I guess we can talk about this instead, because I normally try doing this at the end of the stream. Talk about the dungeons. I did enjoy making these 3 buildings. I did not expect it to go so fast for me to be able to make 3 of them. Even with details, interior details and stuff. Now, it is a little on the simpler side, but they were more productive buildings where it wouldn't make sense. But I'm satisfied with what I did today. But yeah, so if you're watching this on as a stream on Twitch, you can catch the VODs for the whole series on my YouTube. If you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube, you can catch me streaming live on Twitch. My current schedule is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, unless something comes up. The name is the Draconic Knight. You can catch the link in the profile to either platform. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, have a good one. Bye.